Morgan Brennan joins us this morning with the CEO, Dylan Taylor. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Carl. And yes, that's right. I'm here at Post 5 with Dylan Taylor of Voyager Technologies. This is a big moment, not just for Voyager, but also for space and defense tech overall. Upsized offering, oversubscribed, priced higher than the expected range here. You and I have talked about this goal for years now.
We have.
Of going public in a traditional IPO, which is not something we typically see with space companies.
Right.
Why now?
The timing is good. That was feedback from the investors, and I think our order book reflected that in the process. But also, I think thematically, some things have come together. Obviously, space infrastructure is a priority as we look to replace the International Space Station, for example. And then on the national security and defense side of things, whether it's Golden Dome or other security protocols that we're putting in place as a nation, we play right at the center of that. And so I think right company at the right time in the right place.
How big is the opportunity for Golden Dome for Voyager?
We don't know exactly, right? The president's budget request is circa $125 billion, I think. We will play in that in a couple of different ways. We have proprietary propulsion technology that factors into smart missile defense. We also have some optical navigation technology that plays, also some radiation-hardened computers that we put on certain smart systems as well. So there's a few different ways that we can integrate into those systems, but we don't know exactly how big the opportunity is quite yet.
Your revenue last year was split between defense and space. Your roots are in commercial space.
Right.
Folks perhaps know you best for Starlab, which is the commercial space station that you're developing in part for NASA when ISS is decommissioned. Lay out the business case for commercial space stations, because just the fact that you're not going to be a publicly traded company and this is a key future business for you, I don't think people fully understand the business opportunities here.
It's enormous. So if you just look at the ISS spend today, it's around $5 billion, maybe a little bit more. That includes NASA, but also other partners like European Space Agency, Japanese Space Agency, and others. So if you just take that cost base and invert it, that becomes the commercial revenue opportunity. And that's just for the base case. So if you look at all the other opportunities you could do in microgravity, biopharma research, for example, space manufacturing, data centers in space, all of that. And you and I have talked in the past about SpaceX. And I remember a conversation where we talked about launch demand. And we said, well, SpaceX is going to launch all the payloads to space in 2 months of the year, and the other 10 months of the year they're going to be time on their hands. And of course, that's not what happened, because it didn't address demand, it created demand. Commercial space station is very similar. When we have a commercial model, there'll be many, many more opportunities to monetize microgravity. And so that's really where we're playing in that part of the field.
Speaking of SpaceX, obviously saw this very public feud between Elon Musk and President Trump last week, and it highlighted just how far along SpaceX is versus other parts of the space industry, whether it's Starlink with the internet connection or the Falcon rockets and their capability to bring astronauts to space, the fact that they have a contract to help deorbit the International Space Station. How do you see the space economy and the competitive landscape evolving?
Well, I'm very bullish. I mean, SpaceX is a key player. They have key capabilities, but we have Blue Origin, we have Rocket Lab, we have Firefly, we have other new entrants. And then also in Europe, they're trying to build a launch capability. Japanese and India have a launch capability. So I'm actually very bullish about the future of launch. And then, of course, what that enables is all these great hardware and infrastructure projects, and that's really where we play. So we're not playing in launch. We're playing in the infrastructure layer being built in space.
NASA is your single biggest customer. NASA is being shook up right now. The administrator nomination was pulled. How are you navigating those dynamics at that agency?
Focused on delivering on our commitments. So we've achieved 23 technical milestones on Starlab, our space station program. We're going to continue to execute on that. NASA will figure out, who the new administrator is, but I think it'll be, for the most part, steady as it goes. And if you even look at the president's so-called skinny budget, it was very bullish for commercial LEO destinations, which is the commercial space station effort. So we're feeling very good about that opportunity there. And leadership matters. The NASA administrator will matter. But right now, we're just focusing on our customers.